Welcome to Season 2 of Why Your Business is Invisible Online. This season, we focus on the dramatic change artificial intelligence is having on your online visibility. Joining me are my two co-hosts, and here they are.
Hi, this is Jim Filatico. I'm currently obsessed with planning my next beach adventure for my whole family.
Hi, I'm Kelly Biggs. We're talking about AI this season. I'm wondering, can I get an AI agent to clean my house?
And I'm your host, John Manatis, still glued to my guitar, but with my new band planning our next tour. Let's talk about measuring success now. So here's a stat. Nearly 40% of small and medium-sized businesses are still sticking exclusively to traditional Google SEO. So, Jim, in your opinion, how should business leaders sort of rethink measuring success beyond just, the search rankings going forward?
I think the way we all look at it is more holistic anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that is a vanity score, because it's not. It's important.
Mm-hmm.
But you still need to convert. You still need to make sure that whatever they're clicking on goes to the right page that gives them more information or makes them do something, to take the next step. So while we talk about those things monthly or quarterly with our clients, I think the big thing that we look at is just growth. If you got 50 leads last month, how many did you get the next month? And how many were you able to convert? And then you look at, where did they come from? And, someone did an organic search and they did a form fill, and that turned into a phone conversation, and that phone conversation turned into an order. Great. Let's make sure we track that, make sure we understand it, make sure we know the value of that. And so it comes down to really tracking the right things. And it's not about activity.
Mm-hmm.
It's about sales. It's about growing revenue profitably. And so that's what I think we all try to lean into.
Mm-hmm.
And some businesses are more adept at that and understand that and can track it. We all have our clients that don't track where the phone calls come from.
Mm-hmm.
Or they have a very generic, we try not to have it happen, where they have a generic landing page that's for all their services or products. And so then it's really hard to determine, once it stops and you can't follow the trail, then it's kind of hard. It's in one big bucket, right? So ultimately, if you work your way back from the end point backwards, and you have all those things in line, then you can track it properly. And then that's what I try to talk about with my clients is, you got 50 leads this week from these different locations with these different platforms. How did each one do?
Mm-hmm.
And what did that turn into? And if that's working better, maybe we want to shift some funds that way or vice versa.
Yeah.
And that's where the strategic part of it comes in. Yes, it's important to show up, because the first thing you have to do is show up to actually be clicked.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just the beginning.
That's just the beginning. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I haven't had clients ask me yet to separate, show me how much traction I got from the work you did in the world of AI versus the work you did in the world of social versus what you always used to do in Google. Nobody's doing that yet.
Because nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
John,
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
it's so new. Yeah.
It is new.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to say, I think that business is still business. We can go back. I know, Jim, you've worked with a lot of HVAC companies.
Mm-hmm.
The only time they're going to call you is when their phone stops ringing.
Yeah.
How you get their phone to ring is almost germane to the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that people care that you did it through AI and this. However, I think it's our responsibility. It is our responsibility to say, I know this is going to happen. And the reason that I know is because I'm in it. And here are the things, Jim, to your point, that we can see from the data that people are starting to get through you. You had 2 people to come through you through search, generative search this year, and they ended up purchasing. Mm-hmm. So let's recreate that. So that's when I think they care. But how many customers actually read your I mean, I do all this reporting stuff. I spend
Yeah,
time
no,
doing it.
you're
Yeah,
right.
that's the tough part.
They don't have the
Yeah.
time. They really don't have the time. They're running their business. But for us, in terms of measurement, since that's what this section's all about, if we find that, 80% of our leads that are going through to
Right.
our clients came from AI,
Yeah.
they used to all come from Google. Now they're all coming from AI.
Yep.
Jim, you mentioned it earlier. We might start leaning in and moving more of their
Yeah.
Right.
budget in that direction,
Absolutely.
because that's what's working. And so,
Right.
because they want their phone ringing. You're right.
And to your point, the model, the
Mhm.
better model is let us be the experts, and we're a retainer. Most of my clients are on a retainer model anyway,
Mhm.
and so they trust that I'm going to put their defined budget to where it makes the most sense for
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
client.
Yeah. So
And
we have to track. Yeah. By 2027, this is a prediction. By 2027, nearly 38% of searches will be voice or visual based. And so, what trends should businesses today start preparing for, knowing that's a pretty likely stat? I mean, I see
I was gonna
people.
say, I'm surprised that's not the stat today. That doesn't seem like a stretch, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, good point. Yeah, I see people doing it today. People my age are doing it today.
And they don't even know. Yes. And funny that you should say that, John.
Mhm.
I don't know your specific age, but regardless,
Okay,
I think
for
that's
the audience, late 50s. I'm just hanging in there.
There you go.
Next month is my
oh
birthday. So
wow.
yeah.
Happy early birthday.
Mhm.
So voice search seems like, oh, voice search, what's that?
Mhm.
Um Siri, where is the nearest whatever? Alexa,
Mhm.
do this. Okay, so that's voice search, right?
Mhm.
It's happening today. And if you're not in that market, get there.
Yeah.
Get there. They're tools. We have a couple of our suppliers that we work with that do this really well, right? But then also for video, there's new things on the horizon. Google
Well,
Visual,
Google Lens now,
Google
you
Lens,
can take a picture of
Google
a pair of
Lens.
Google
shoes and then
Lens.
Yeah,
shop for them, right? Or
yeah,
whatever.
that's
Yeah.
that's exactly right. And again, you cannot don't try to spread yourself thin. I guess is what I'm going to get back to.
Mhm.
Don't try to spread yourself thin, but also if you know that's a service that you're using yourself, the likelihood is your audience is too.
Yeah.
So everybody, I think, should optimize for
Mhm.
visual. It's hard to optimize for visual when you're a service. Not
Mhm.
saying that it can't be done, but the lift is probably too heavy to move there now.
Mhm.
But if you're a product,
Mhm.
probably worth exploring.
Already. Yeah.
But voice search,
Yeah. It's a
I
given
don't know
now.
why you wouldn't do it.
Okay. So, any stories? Have you guys done any of this so far? Like, sometimes your clients, it's not because they haven't asked for it. It's because you're doing well with all the other strategies, and you don't necessarily have to go there yet. But I don't know if you guys have any that have insisted on it, either visual or voice. Any examples on that front?
Video and images. We've been telling our clients for years now to optimize videos, add videos to their websites, make sure that you do all the right things when you name a picture. All
Mhm.
those things help because if someone takes a picture of a pair of shoes, like I said
That's
a few
right.
minutes ago,
That's
Mhm.
and you
exactly
have that
right.
pair of shoes in a picture and you named it
Named
properly,
correctly.
Mhm.
yeah, then
Yeah.
that's going to happen. So I think it's an evolution.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not,
Mhm.
it's not such a start and
No,
stop.
no, no,
It's
no,
an
no.
evolution. So I think that's what's happening, and we're adding videos all the time. And obviously, we're doing videos with our podcast now. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we're drinking our own Kool-Aid.
Mhm.
But all those things kind of fit into what people are showing up for. Can be a video now, can be an image now. Um, and so that's all part of that. And the voice is the same kind of thing. It's just whatever they're searching for by voice, because we're more and more conversational
Mhm.
in how we're doing things. We're less of a monologue and more conversational. the way you write all your content on your website kind of plays into that type of search.
To your point earlier, Kelly, that it's something, forget about 2027. Right now, we should be thinking about, I just saw the other day, Apple Vision's launch of that augmented reality stuff. Everything's going visual and vocal. So both voice and visual it isn't the future per se. I would say it's more the now. I think
it's evolving.
We hurt ourselves if we don't start exploring that for some of our clients. Okay, so to finish off, a bit of a lightning round. Let's try this. So let's wrap up with let's call it the vibe check. So I'm gonna toss out.
I'm gonna have to look that up on AI. Hold on.
Yeah, look it up on AI. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna list a bunch of digital trends that are out there, and you two just give me your quick sort of reaction. Either that trend's giving you a good vibe, it's worth exploring, etc., or you're really not feeling it. We should move on, skip it, etc. Okay, so there's a bunch of them here. So the first one, TikTok for B2B marketing.
I'm thinking not yet.
Not feeling it.
Not feeling it. Yeah, me too. Okay. Instagram Reels as a discovery tool.
I think it works for certain things. Yeah.
Okay.
Am I supposed to say good vibe?
Good vibe.
I think they say vibes. But
vibes.
I don't know.
You're still on the fence. Okay. How about this one? AI generated video ads. There's some beauties out there. I've seen a few political ones that are pretty fun.
Vibes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. YouTube Shorts for product demos.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. Vibes times 50.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's big.
I mean, because if you think about it again, the shorts gives you what people are looking for. You're going to put a short out there. People are going to be interested. People's attention span is really, really slow. But then you could even get people starting to use it. They're going to make their comments. And the more that people comment and the more interactive you could get a gem. Yeah.
Plus, it's now showing up on the right-hand side when you do search in Google.
Absolutely.
Right? So
that's,
I use it.
It's obviously doing, if Google's giving it that real estate, it's working.
Yeah. No, I use it all the time. I mean, for almost anything, even for picking movies I want to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shorts are amazing. Okay, how about this one? LinkedIn newsletters.
It's interesting. I would say pass. I've seen more people trying to do it now. I think it's good for technical SEO. I think it's good for technical SEO in the sense that LinkedIn had you could probably get the content out to other people that you don't know, probably pretty easily. Who they're going to feed that to probably takes quite a bit of work for you to be able to become relevant enough to do it. So I'm going to say it's kind of a vibe.
I mean, even with the world with AI now, I mean, you can prop up a newsletter fairly quickly. It's if you're trying to build your database, maybe worth exploring. Not sure.
But and then you could also but it's a great LinkedIn is a very reliable backlink. So it's a great backlink for you to if you reference it. I don't think I think you have I'm going to say again, from a technical aspect, if the person that's doing it knows what they're doing,
then it's worth it maybe.
It could be a vibe.
Yeah.
Got it.
If you already have the authority, you get away with it.
Yeah. Okay. How about this one? Interactive chatbots for lead generation.
Yeah.
I think it's a good vibe. I think it works. I think it does. It has to be absorbed and people have to not creep out on it.
But they've gotten a lot better.
Way better.
Yeah,
way better. But it's still I think people take a step back. And so it's becoming more and more commonplace. So it's going to be accepted more.
You almost expect it, but I'm definitely going to say it's a vibe because of the amount of information so what people don't know. Number one, I will say be cautious. Don't just put any old chat on your system because it can get costly. depending on what you're trying to do. And
Absolutely.
then you want to make sure it's a reputable company because you're
Mhm.
probably entrusting trade secrets
Oh, yeah.
when you put even when you're putting the guardrails up there.
Mhm.
And if you're just getting it off the street and you haven't done any due diligence to pick that particular chatbot, that's a risk.
Yeah,
A huge risk.
absolutely.
But just in general, I don't like point solutions per se in
Mhm.
the AI space. But some of the things you can get from a chatbot is really amazing. Every conversation you're
Mhm.
asking for, okay, before we start, in case we lose touch with each other, give me your email address.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're so smart now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but even after that, then now you know that Jim was interested in kayaking in the Netherlands. I don't know. That's probably not even a thing. Whatever.
I didn't know that.
But then you can send content that maybe you have written a blog about that. Maybe so now you can be really more personable. And also, there's probably thousands of gyms out there, and you start to better understand your buyer personas.
Mhm.
Exactly.
You can take a month's worth of chatbot conversation, again, use AI to say,
Mhm.
give me the top 10 questions. You have frequently asked questions. You put them on your website. You put
Exactly.
them on your
Google Business
Business
Profile. Yeah.
profile.
Yeah.
And
It's
so,
it becomes the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. No, I honestly, I tell all my clients about chatbot. Not all of them are ready to jump in yet, but one of my lawyers, who works in the divorce field, he swears by it. He said, "There's no way I'm ever going back." He goes, in fact, he said, if whenever you hear of new ones that are even better than this one, let's look at them because
Yeah.
I'm ready to upgrade if it's getting if it's getting to be like some of the stuff we see on Sesame.com. Which are, for our listeners, give that website a look. I think you'll be impressed with where chatbots have
is it
gone to.
sesame.com or .ai?
AI, I think.
Is it .ai? Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. It's
yeah.
probably .ai. Okay. And okay, last one here in terms of vibes. User-generated content campaigns.
User generated. So,
Yeah.
that's a vibe for sure.
Yeah,
That you can get users to say that you're doing
Yeah.
well. That's what people. I just had a conversation with my daughter about TikTok, and she
Mhm.
took me through her funnel. She's like, "Yeah, I'll go on TikTok. I'm going to research the topic, and then I'm going to go. If it's something I've never heard of before, I'm going to go and look and see what other people have to say about it."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if you can get other people to say that your product or service is great.
Mhm. And if
Yeah.
we're all over search everywhere, hey, let's face it, on social media, I don't think there's anything stronger than user-generated content, right?
Right.
It's like Google
Right.
Business, Google reviews on Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is. It's a new Google review
Yeah.
for sure, Jim. 100%.
Yeah, exactly. It is the Google review of today. So, okay, on that note, guys, I think it's a good place to stop. It's a bit of a wrap. I think our listeners have learned a ton about search everywhere optimization. It's not going away. It's here to stay. And there'll be lots more about this topic in future episodes. Thank you for tuning in to Why Your Business is Invisible Online. If you enjoyed today's episode, please do us a favor and subscribe and follow us on Spotify and Apple. Be sure to share it with other business owners who might find it helpful. If you want to dig deeper, contact us at ruinvisibleonline.com. That's capital letter R, capital letter U, followed by invisibleonline.com. Or message us on our LinkedIn business profile with the same title, Are You Invisible Online? The information shared in this podcast is for educational purposes only and should not be considered professional advice. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and may or may not reflect the official policy or position of WSI Corporate. Always consult a qualified digital marketing expert before making significant changes to your online strategy. Until next time, keep connecting with the people who matter most to your business and join us for our next episode.